Welcome all of you on this happy Monday, the 13th day of the series. And today's video is a continuation of the yesterday's video. Yesterday we talked about products going obsolete, and today we would talk about if we could preserve this product, if we could preserve this product from going obsolete, the right to repair. Now, do we have the right to repair a product that we own? The answer is yes. But you might want to rethink on this question and reframe this again. Do we actually have the right to repair a product? The answer turns out to be no. I'll explain this to you with a case study because case study always brings us classic examples and I can help you understand better. All of us on a smartphone, don't we? And consider a case that your smartphone is damaged or broken and you have two ways to fix it. The option number one, you can either go to an authorized reseller or an authorized service center to present them your smartphone and they can get it repaired for you. The option number two, you find a third party seller or a third party service store and they can get it repaired at a lower cost but without the warranty covered. Now, if your smartphone is back to normal by applying either of these solutions, it's well and good. You are a happy man, they are a happy customer, everything is fine. But let's take the other way around. If your smartphone cannot be fixed, if it could not be fixed, who is to blame? Is it the manufacturer, or is it the service center, or is it the third party dealer? This is where the right to repair falls on. Because as far as the smartphone is concerned, the manufacturer owns the right on this smartphone. And that is where you do not have the right to repair this phone, though you own the product, though you paid for the product. Let me tell you the classic example of Apple. The constraints put on a third party seller or an official service center by Apple are so much so that you can only replace your battery or your screen. Any other damage for your smartphone, they don't get it covered. As simple as it is, they don't cover any damage to your smartphone other than the replacement of a screen or a damaged battery. And this is the same company that removed the charging brick from their case, naming a cleaner environment or a greener environment, saying the number of charging bricks will cause a considerable reduce in the e-waste produced. And it's the same company that is now not exercising the right to repair. So let us talk about it. Let us think about it. Do we have the right to repair the product that they chose, that they gave us? Think for a while. Now, if you ask Apple the same question, what would they say? They will come up with an argument saying, replacing any other component by a third party dealer or an official retailer might hamper the performance of the product. The performance of the product dies down and this will in case bring a misreputation to the company. Fairly agreeable, the company doesn't want to tamper their image because hampering the performance of the product tampers the image of the company. That's understandable. So I am here to give you two solutions, or I would say one alternative and the second one is a perfect solution to overcome this right to repair and reduce the e-waste produced only because we are not authorized or able to repair something that we own. The first alternative that I would give is simply bringing a point within the warranty of the product that if a smartphone or something or a component of a smartphone is damaged, and if it is replaced by a better component or a third party component, the smartphone's performance dies. And this is pretty understandable. Bring this point within the warranty of the product, and then the people understands, the customer understands. Self-awareness within the customer is very important as far as the company is concerned. So once the customer is self-aware, everything goes fine. But the challenge here arises by the self-awareness of the customer. Not every customer is the same. There may be customers who might be frustrated seeing this, that why am I not supposed to bring in another component into my smartphone? And this is where the second clear-cut solution comes into my mind. You should start a new industry, start a new sector called the repair sector or the service sector. Apart from the manufacturing sector, every company should have its own repair sector. Because as far as you see it, the technology that is being brought into the smartphones are so delicate or so complicated that no third party seller can do it easily or repair this easily. Because if you ask me 10 years ago, it was very easy for a common man or for an uneducated man to repair a Walkman, all you have to do is open the case, look at it, you have a PCB and different components lying around here and there, and you could easily solder one of them. But as far as today's smartphones are concerned or today's gadgets are concerned, you can't do anything much because these are very tightly integrated chips on chips. They call it SoC, and it's fairly complicated for a man with common eyes to find it and repair it. You might even need a microscope to repair the smartphones at this age. So this is where each company should bring in its own repair wing. And by mentioning repair wing, it does not mean service centers, because every company has their own authorized service centers. And what these companies do by servicing the smartphone is nothing but enhance the performance or make the smartphone better. They don't repair the smartphone though there is a damaged component. They make you buy the better product out there. So what these companies need to do is bring in a new repair sector, and the more repair sector the faster the repair sector grows, the more the investments pour in. The greater the investments come, the more profits they earn. Now this is being turned out into a profit-making industry. So if this repair sector or the so-called service sector, the service and repair sector, is being made into a profitable sector, no company would hesitate to repair their own products. Now selling their future lineups is of course a challenge, but they still earn money, they still earn revenue by repairing their own products because they can pay for that. And once it is paid, once they replace these components, they reduce the e-waste produced. They earn money, they reduce the e-waste, they are happy, the customers are happy. And this is how I would say we need to fight or exercise the right to repair. And this is how companies need to think of a profit-making perspective on this right to repair. Because if you start making profit, you will never look back at it. So bring in more investments, think a lot about it, have the research done about it, and find a better way or find a cleaner way to not harm this environment by reducing the e-waste. Having said this, have a good day. Peace out. Thank you.